was, I feel like, in the last just couple of years that the shift for me, and I think for most of the people, you know, people out there watching movies, the shift was Crazy Rich Asians, right? That sort of burst onto the scene with Michelle Yeoh still. She's like, she's been like the tent pole of this movement, rightly so.
Chicos, después de ver esta serie y de algunas otras películas importantes con actores asiáticos como protagonistas, considero que la cultura china experimenta un gran momento en Hollywood y ni de aquí ni de China es una muestra de eso. ¿Creen que la cultura china está viviendo un gran momento?
Yeah, I think all of these things build on top of each other, right? In a way, for me, even when I was growing up, which is not that long ago, I had no instances of representation for my culture and my specific experience, as an Asian American person growing up
Yeah.
in America. I had almost no sort of interfaces for that on TV. I can't remember a single sort of live action show that really felt like I could connect to, which is partially why I felt really, really moved when I read the Jean's graphic novel for the first time and read the script too.
La serie habla, entre otras cosas, sobre la complicada transición de convertirse en adulto y todo lo que enfrentamos en ese proceso, pero ¿cuál creen que es el mensaje más importante que tiene este programa?
This show is written in such a beautiful way that I feel like there's probably endless answers to your question. But I think for me, a big thing in being in this show was being around people who make you feel comfortable. And I think as you're growing up, it's really easy to fall into like bad groups or bad people or bad habits or things like that. But I think one of the really amazing things we got to see with Amelia and Jin's relationship is that there's a comfortability there. He really is one of the people that she feels the most comfortable around. And I think finding those people in your life growing up is a key in being okay.
Yeah, it was, I feel like, in the last just couple of years that the shift for me, and I think for most of the people, you know, people out there watching movies, the shift was Crazy Rich Asians, right? That sort of burst onto the scene with Michelle Yeoh still. She's like, she's been like the tent pole of this movement, rightly so. She's brilliant. But that movie came out, and I think it's partially, because that movie was successful, there was able to be more. Because that movie was successful, then there was able to be Shang-Chi, right? And then because Shang-Chi was successful, then people who are sort of giving out money for these sorts of things are able to go, okay, there's actually a market for this. There's an untapped market. And it can be a little bit cynical to see it like that, right? As purely a money game. But for me, it's just, I'm really glad that it's happening.